let's really talk about today about ICP's massive growth. And if you guys want to see more content like this, smash that like button if you haven't already. But you got to look at the big picture here. ICP has been one of the biggest losers in 2021, and now it's a 20% gain, 200% gain. And this is usually what happens with some tokens. So does ICP have the potential? Like, this is the people have been saying, right? This guy's saying the clowns that have been shouting all year that ICP is a scam are now changing their shoes on the fly and shouting they have always believed in ICP. And people were really upset about ICP because it went from $420 to $5. I'd definitely be upset if that happened to my crypto, like basically becoming non-existent. And you got to look at the big picture. Is this like growth big? Like even if you look at 1 year, it's definitely bigger than last year. So it more than tripled. Just like all other tokens, I think this is a great opportunity. I do think, however, there's one simple problem, and that is ICP could be seeing like this huge pump, but it's still far from its all-time highs. And, my friends always tell me, don't matter about the future, always think about the present, and that's the most important thing. So will the ICP holders profit from this? That's my question. I think you deserve to know. I think it's a very important question in a sense. So that's how I'll keep you updated. But that being said, does seem like crypto is going to be going up in the near term in a good way. Exactly how we are seeing right now. But I do think what we need to see with ICP is like some massive approval, because the reason why it's been going up so much is because it's been so much down. Like, of course, people are going to buy it if the all-time high was $420. ICP was like $38, $64, even in the peak of 2021. They're kind of expecting ICP to go back in a way. And that is what people are on the edge really excited about. Like, that's what keeps people at bay, that ICP could be growing in the near future, even more than before. And I do think there's a massive potential in that sense for ICP. I do think there's more chances for ICP to see major growth. But I do want to see like what exactly ICP is performing in the following days. So it's definitely not over for it, and it still hasn't begun. And when people talk about the ICP coin, they really talk about where it's gonna be on the long term. So in the long term, ICP could definitely be seeing steady growth. But in the short term, I don't even know. Like, ICP could be seeing all sides in that sense. And that's what really keeps me excited. And it's the potential of not knowing. So I know I might not make a lot of sense here, but let me just make you some key points about ICP right now. The reason why people are buying is a very simple rule, and that is because it's so cheap. If it's cheap, they want in. It's far from its all-time highs, and we don't know how much it will grow, and they're buying on the promise it will be $60 again. So about 6x of its potential. Maybe some people even bought it for cheaper, and that's what keeps people excited. That's what keeps me excited in a way, and that's what keeps everyone like really hyped up about this. But does it mean it could grow that much again? Like, people were calling it the biggest scam of 2022, 2021. It's one of the biggest losers. Some can't take the heat, to be honest, neither could I. That's why I staked for 2 years. This way, I don't have the option to sell. So I do think there's a huge supply of people who will be selling as near as they bought it at the lowest. Even if they bought it at $6, they might be selling at $11. So if they bought 10K at $5, they might be selling it for 20K at $11. So let that just sink in. There could be a huge supply of these holders, really, that are still into crypto, that are still exercising their right to buy this token. And it's a very scary thought that ICP might never recover to all-time highs. But I'll keep you guys updated with more news on that. Be sure to smash that like button, and peace, everyone.